Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Tomboy Official. Here on this podcast, we talk about gender and sexuality and LGBTQ plus topics. And I got an interesting topic. It's more of a question, but it's kind of just food for thought, kind of making it through this heat wave. My energy was crashed yesterday because it's so hot. And so guys, I am curious to know what people think about this. So I'm not sure if you if it's a popular site or not, but I think it is. There's a YouTube channel called Cut, C-U-T, Cut. It just has a lot of people interacting in different ways. I think I initially went down the rabbit hole when I started watching Elena Joy's reaction to a video of straight men kissing for the first time, like their experience kissing a man on camera, on Cut. And, she was reviewing it as she was, like, watching it. And, I guess it got recommended to her. And, I was like, I want to actually just watch the video. Her video was fine. Like, her comments were fun to hear. But I was like, I want to, like, watch the whole real video. So I found it on Cut. And I watched the video of these guys, just straight guys, their experiences kissing one another. It was cool, they seemed authentic about it and weren't really too, like they just kind of wanted to have the experience. It didn't seem like they knew each other at all. They had just met for this scene. And it wasn't really sexual, which was kind of interesting. Like it seemed like there wasn't really like passion there. It was more like let's just see what happens. Like they didn't really seem too into it, but not like repulsed. They were just kind of like taking it in as like an experience. An experimental experience. And that's kind of where I went down the rabbit hole of watching videos on Cut. And I started watching a lot of videos of people looking through each other's phones. And the Truth or Drink. So there were a lot of videos with like Truth or Drink with like parents and their kids, or one parent with another. Like, say there were, like, two people dating, like, and then one of the parents was, like, doing Truth or Drink with their kid's partner, or, like, a sibling doing Truth or Drink with their sibling's partner, kind of getting to know each other kind of in a fun way. And then there were videos about either grandparents or parents looking through their son or daughter's phone. And then vice versa, the kids would look through. It wasn't kids. It was like, these people were like, I'm pretty sure they're mostly 18 and up. The videos I came across, it didn't seem like anybody was really in like high school. I don't really know, but it didn't seem like they were like young. They seemed like they were 18 and up. But these weren't like porn videos. These are like just people, just videos of people. So I don't think I got through all of them, but I watched quite a few, like hours worth of these videos. And then, yeah, I was watching one today of like spouses couple, like, I don't know how to explain this. There were two sisters that both had boyfriends each, and then the sisters were going through one of the boyfriend's phones and then the other boyfriend's phone, and then I don't know if it flipped because I haven't gotten through the whole video yet, but I just found it interesting that they were, going through each other's phones. And something I wasn't too certain about was, is it really a trend, or is it reality? Like, is it like a media trend, or is it reality? So the question I had was, that it seemed like most of the women, when they saw the stuff that they posted, when they were looking through like their search history or Snapchat or like messages sent or whatever, the women were usually sending nudes, or on Snapchat with like some kind of kinky nude pictures, and stuff like that, and it seemed like the men had porn on their phone that they were viewing, like in their search history. And then kind of like, I guess the thing in common that they had was the sexting. There was a lot of sexting, and like videos back and forth, images back and forth, kind of nude selfies and stuff. But it seemed like it was mostly the women sending the selfies and the women posting, kind of more nude related content, and then the men were more so consuming it, I guess, as far as like, online consuming it. Basically they were, watching porn videos and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure if that is common, if that's a common straight people thing. I don't really know. I was a little uncertain about that. And the reason why I had that question is because I remember way back, when I used to watch those shows like on MTV, like Next, or, I don't know, they were like those, they weren't really dating shows, but they were like shows where people were like considering if they wanted to date, or like, there was another show. There was Next, and there was another one, I guess, where the parents were involved or something, where they would like see if they liked the person that the kid was gonna date or something. And I remember, they'd always go through the guys' rooms, and the guys would always have like, stain sheets and stuff like that. And then like they go through the women's rooms, and there would usually not be a lot of sexual stuff in there. If they found anything, it would be like dildos or something like that. And I remember they always were like, oh, that's a little too freaky for me, or it's a little too intense for me, kind of thing. And I was like, really? Like, I mean, like, really? It's kind of like, I was kind of like, okay, like you're gonna not date somebody because you found a sex toy in their room? Like, to me, that was like, I mean, I was a lot younger, but it's still like floored. I was like floored. I was like, wow, really? Like, people really look at things like that, like in a negative light. And then, fast forward to now, when there's these videos within the last months, less than a year old, I'm kind of wondering why, or if it's accurate. I guess that's the main thing I'm wondering. Is it just like they're saying that they find these things? Is it like they know that somebody can search for it, so they're deleting? Because in the recent video I watched, it made it seem like they knew this was coming in advance. Like, they have to have some knowledge. I would think that this isn't like completely unstaged with no knowledge. Like, you get an email or some kind of correspondence saying that you were chosen to be in the video. Like, you're not just gonna show up and just be like, sure, I'll be in the video. I mean, these people are like texting each other's bosses and like texting each other's exes, and like I'm just thinking, I'm like, dude, I wouldn't be comfortable with any of this. Like, I don't think I want somebody going like through my phone without me knowing that it was gonna happen. Like, if I knew it was gonna happen, I probably wouldn't delete everything. I'd leave certain stuff on there, and then there's certain stuff that I definitely would not want people involved with unless I wanted them involved with that. But not like everybody. I wouldn't want it like broadcast on the internet, through a YouTube channel, a popular YouTube channel of what was on my phone. And you're not like anonymous, like you're in the video, like, so I was just wondering about that. Cut, they do have some queer people that show up on there. It's not all hetero people. They don't talk too much about gender identity. Like, there's just a variety of types of people and types of situations. A lot of it's kind of like challenging. I like it because it's kind of like challenging stereotypes a little bit, and just kind of opening up topics about like sexuality and substances and stuff that's kind of a little on the taboo end, like getting high for the first time with your grandma and like that kind of stuff. It's like stuff that's like, people are willingly saying that they're gonna do this. I don't think they get paid. Maybe they do, but I don't think they do. Like, nobody's mentioned it, and they just seem like average people. Some are from Australia, some are from like, I guess, England or the UK or wherever, and some are from the US. And sometimes, most of the time, people are Spanish speaking. Sometimes they're not. I'm sorry, English. What am I saying? Most of the time, people are English speaking. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're Spanish speaking. There was an episode where they were asking, parents to teach their kids, profanity in their native tongue. And then they were like translating it to, so they had a mom from Nigeria with her 2 daughters, a mom from Germany with her daughter, a mom from Japan with her daughter, and a mom from Malaysia with her 2 kids, one a son and one a daughter. But yeah, I mean, I'm vibing with it. I'm liking it. It's pretty chill. It's kind of funny. Like, I just find it a little like, okay, like, how accurate is it? Like, is it really kind of what the data would show if you were just to look in somebody's phone? Or do people know, and then they're like, okay, well, I'm a guy, and so I know that, people go on, like, do they go on the cut videos and be like, okay, other guys had porn, so I gotta have some porn, I noticed that the people who seemed like they were gay, like there were some gay guys that had kind of like sexy photos of themselves, but I didn't really see any straight guys with like sexy photos of themselves. I mean, this isn't like explicit, like they're blurring it out and stuff. And then like, yeah, I saw some queer women with some sexy photos, and some like maybe 1 or 2 people with some kind of kinky kind of things in their relationship. But I was kind of, I don't know, like maybe just my world is so different. Like, I don't know a lot about straight people, maybe, because the majority of them are straight people, and I'm thinking like, maybe it's because my world isn't that straight that I don't really see those trends as so clear cut. And it's not even like, they're not like highlighting these things. These are just, for me, watching just countless amounts of videos that I kind of caught on to, like, okay, this is a guy, he's gonna have porn. This is a dad, he's gonna have porn. This is a son, he's gonna have porn. This is a woman, a daughter, a female coworker. They're gonna have sexy pictures posted on Snapchat or Instagram or sent to somebody or whatever. Like, it's becoming kind of like that. I just assumed the guys took sexy pictures of themselves, and I assumed that women would be watching porn too. I guess or maybe nobody's searching it. Maybe they're not searching like the women's search histories. I think for some of them they searched Amazon. I don't remember if they searched their Amazon purchases. I can't remember that, but I know they searched Amazon for some reason. And I think one of them, somebody bought one of them a sex toy, like a vibrator or something. Bought a female vibrator on her own Amazon account. Some people were sending each other cash apps, sending themselves. The person looking through the other one's phone was sending themselves like a $50, $20 cash app. Or money through the cash app. But I'm wondering, I don't know, like I don't know. It's hard to really tell, honestly. I can't really tell how accurate this stuff is. But it's interesting. I'll probably just keep watching the videos. It's so hot. I can't really do anything. I got up, went to the gym and all that, and like wanted to go to the beach, but it was so crowded, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it was like 9 a.m. and it was already getting crowded, so I was like, I'm pretty sure if I exercise here, by the time I go to leave, it's going to be way too crowded. And there are people probably like sunbathing and swimming and stuff, so I was like, I don't like exercising when people are trying to like chill at the beach. I don't mind exercising when there's other people like walking and jogging and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't really want to just have people like sitting there on the beach like watching me be weird, like doing like squats in the water or whatever, like trying to balance with the waves and all this kind of stuff. Like I don't, like I do that. I'll do that on a weekday. I'll wait till Tuesday after work. But yeah, just curious. And yeah, that's all I really had to say about that kind of stuff for now. And I just found it interesting. But thanks for listening.